Watchmen on Facebook. We're about to go live on
We are live.
well, we are live, I'm sorry. On a very crucial topic in the book. Something that most Aubrey people, most Hebrews fail to understand, fail to realize, fail to comprehend based on the book, and that is Jacob and Esau. God dog. Jacob and Esau. This is the most misinterpreted, misunderstood of two nations in the womb. That's the title of this teaching today. Two nations in the womb. What did it actually mean about two nations in the womb? Is it a white man fighting a black man? Is that actually what he was talking about? What is this teaching actually talking about? And see, if you don't understand this portion of the teaching as an Aubrey, what we say Aubrey, they say Hebrew, the actual term is Aubrey. We are going into the tongue today too to get you an understanding of what the book actually said, the understanding. Is that the case? Because see, we got doctrines. You know, I taught on Facebook the other day, are we teaching another gospel? And the dude, the pastor told me, he said, you're teaching that only black people get into heaven. See, that's what they think people are saying. Right. We ain't teaching none of that foolishness. Because he said, my house should be called a house of prayer for what? All nations. All mean all, right? All nations. All. No matter what color you are, we're going to touch on this. You know what I'm saying? We're going to touch on, I see a picture on Facebook, Watchmen and Deborah Yah was standing with an Asian man. And he had Yahu on his chain. And Hebrews, fake Hebrews, I put it out there. They were going off on the man. That's Moab. Moab can't be saved. Instead of rejoicing over this man coming into the truth and fellowshipping. That's wickedness. We're going to go into all this understanding of what all this foolishness come from. And so we're going to touch on who are the two nations in the womb. And we will give you scriptural context. Because that's book. We go by the book. We don't go by anything. If you go anything outside of the word of Yahuwah, we don't accept it. Huh? Let the word of Yah be true and every man a what? So that every man a liar outside the word of Yahweh. Hallelujah. So we are going to touch on the very touch of our people in the tongue that it was written in the tongue and understanding of what they understood then. It was no such thing as races back then. It was not. It was nations of people. You get what I'm saying? Because all three brothers, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, populated the whole earth. So we all come from north in the first place. So we all Adam's children. Can we get that clear? So how we on all this foolishness if we do not even understand that concept? We will be going to my favorite book, Hanok, because he sets it all straight.
Yeah, he do.
Because if he was the dedicated one, if he walked with Yahuwah and was taken up and did not see death because he pleased Yahuwah, right. That's in your New Testament. Yeah. Hebrews 11. He had something to say, didn't he? Yeah. So we are going to touch on this. You know what I'm saying? I came Aubrey out today because I want y'all to hear me. Instead of talking about he got a hat on. You know what I'm saying? All them false doctrines. I want you to hear this truth today. I want you to actually sit down and hear what the Most High is speaking to all of us as a people of Yahshar'al. Not what you think is heard, but the truth. So we'll start with Abba's prayer. I asked Ted to come up. All y'all face towards Jerusalem, because that's what the book says, for whence come our help. That's why he said, I look towards the hill for which come my help, because he was facing towards Jerusalem. We don't face east. We're not Muslims. Because you was in Japan, you would face west towards Jerusalem. It's not a facing east or nothing. It's facing towards Jerusalem. Daniel did it. Many kings and many prophets did it because they know, he said, that is where my name dwells. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Tell you.
Abinu, Sheba Bashimayim, Yitkara Shemha, Tavo Mebhu Teha, Yeyase Sonha, Baret Asherna, Asha Bashimayim. Ten lanu hayam luken lukenu, utashmanu atashmatenu, yeze azuki manaknu, sha smulanu, u'altabi lanu adevasa, ke'im hastanenu, minhara, Gaelicon, Hamalaka, Watibora, Watibes, Lebe, Olmi. Amen.
Our Father, who lives in heaven, Kodesh is your name. Your kingdom come. Your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. For yours is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. In the name of all names, Yahu, Yahshay, we pray this prayer. Amen. Great job. Shaul says that every time tongues is given, that you have to have interpretation. That means they can be controlled. I mean, just flopping around in tongues, they're actually interpretation. Hallelujah. That's book as well. We believe in the whole book. Old Testament, New Testament. We call it Barik Rishon, First Covenant. We call it Barik Hadashah, Second or Renewed Covenant. I'm laughing at King Kai, man. He be trying to get this daddy, man. He love his daddy, man. All right, Yahu. He got me locked up, won't let me out. Let's go to Bereshit 25. Hallelujah. We are going to start where the book says start. I want to start there, and we're going to go into the tongue and the understanding. Bereshit, Genesis. The term Bereshit means in the beginning. Genesis 25. If I go off, I know my wife will keep me straight on it. But if I go into the Hebrew too hard, just let me know. I know we got visitors right here. Thank y'all for coming. Shalom. The tongue matters, because if the tongue didn't matter, he wouldn't have selected a tongue to use to teach this and to give it to the people. He decided that the people and the tongue mattered. So in that understanding, you got to clear mark, because I want to make this clear. With this understanding, we are going to go into the actual tongue. We are going to go into Sefer. The Sefer is nothing more than an exhaustive King James. It gives you the real names. It gives you the understanding, but it does not change the original context of the King James. That's the reason why I tell people that we can sit down with the King James and come to the same understanding. You can do this on your own. I will be giving you Strong's numbers. I probably got some too. This Aki Apocrypha right here. You go into them lost books they call them. But we're going to give you Strong's numbers. You can look it up yourself. We will give you Google things to Google. We want you to understand the reason why we're going into this today and why we're going to be so exhausted in the teaching today, because I want you to understand that who Esau is and who Jacob is and why they were called such, what they did when they come out. All right. Bereshit 25, 19 through 34. That's where we starting there. Genesis 25, 19. And these are the generations of Yahshar'al. That's who they call Isaac, Abraham's son. Abraham begot Yahshar'al. That means Yahuwah is mocked, because Sarah laughed at it. Chasad means to mock. I want you to pay attention to that while I'm giving it like that. Isaac. It's actually Yahshar'al. Chasad by itself means mocked or laughed at. Yahshar'al means Yah has been mocked, because she did not believe that Yahuwah would do what he promised to do by giving him a seed. Right. Pay attention to that, because those words separate, when you put together as a name, is Yahuwah has done something. Right. Or something has been done to Yahuwah. Right. I want you to understand that when we get to Jacob and what his name actually means.
Right. The names have meaning.
Names have what?
Meaning.
Write that down, underline it, don't mark it out. And Yahshar'al was 40 years old when he took out Rivkah to be his woman. That's Rebecca in the King James. Or to be his wife. The daughter of Bethuel, the Syrian of Padan Aram. Aram is actually where you get the term Aramaic from. That's why people say it wasn't written. Hebrew and Aramaic is the same. That's not. Hebrew is actually different. Abri is different from Aramaic. We touched on that before. I just want you to understand that too. It's two different portions of land. And the sister to Laban, pay attention to that. Laban the Syrian. The word and name Laban actually means white, because he came out as a white baby or a light baby. Right. Laban is the only time you hear white mentioned in him. His sister, she was the sister to Laban, the Syrian. And Yahshay entreated Yahu for his woman. And while she was there, and Yahu entreated of him. And Rivka, his woman, see, he prayed to Yahu for conception. He prayed to Yahu that his woman who was barren, she could not have children, would have seed. So now, in understanding that, it was Yahuwah who gave them these twins. Right? Right. Pay attention to that. And okay, and we're on 22. And the children struggled together within her. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? Because she was saying this, if Yahuwah gave me these children, why are they struggling so hard? What is going on with me? Right. Man, this is good stuff. And she went to inquire of who? Yahuwah. See? She went to ask him about it. Yes. Not anybody else. No. She went to ask him. Yep. Why is this happening? Look who said, man, I be liking that. Ooh, Yahshar'al. And Yah said, man, that's good stuff. And Yahuwah said unto her, two nations, not two races, two nations are in your womb. Two manner, underline manner, highlighted, pay attention to it, write it down. You need to see this. It's not in the original text. King James put that in there. We're going to go into that. Two manner of people shall be separated from your bowels, and one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the young. Let's touch on this. Now, this is what was actually said in the Hebrew or the Abri text. Yahuwah Amar, Shanayim, Goy, Batan, Shanayim, Lahum, Parad. Yahuwah said two people in the womb, two communities separated. Right. That's what you got to do, huh? I ain't talking you about that, did I? Two communities separated. Manner is put in so you know that it's two personalities of conduct. What we say, mind your what? Manners. See there? We say, well, this is the manner of how this country is supposed to use. The manner is regarding the action of a person. You get what I'm saying? Not what they look like. It's conduct. Ain't that something? Yeah. So even in the King James, watch this. Even that they put that in there, even though it wasn't in the Abri text, it's still the understanding when you read it that mannerism is the way people act, not the way people look. Oh boy, we finna get into this. I can prove this with our book. Let's go. The separation that happened, it says, and Yah said two people in the womb, two communities of people will be separated. The separation is, watch this, the wicked. Yes. The wicked nation is Esau. Right. From the righteous. A righteous nation is Jacob. Right. Watch this. How do you know that? Because in the end he separates the what? Wheat from the tares. Mm-hmm. This is our book I'm finna give you. The separation is not of colors. You a white man. You an evil white man. Right. Yahuwah gonna kill you. Yeah. You the devil. I seen a dude on ISUPK, them crazy psychos, the Power Rangers, the ghetto Power Rangers, show love for Harlem. Them crazy guys, that's who everybody think we are. They said, this guy says, I can't wait to sell my white people because I'm going to sell Asians at a higher price. Yeah, that's his post. You are wicked. You are wicked, and you are going to be in the same lot as Esau's nation is. Absolutely. Let's talk about this. Because it's all about wickedness and righteousness. Go ahead.
And at the end, Yahuwah's going to separate the goat on the left and the lamb on the right.
There you go. See? It's a separation of goats, the wicked, with the sheep, the righteous. It's always like this. There are patterns in this book from the time you started to the time you ended. You have a tree of life. of righteousness and a tree of knowledge of good and evil, of wickedness. You always have two roads to decide. The way is narrow. You have to choose what? Life. So if you have to choose life, life is righteousness.
Right.
Death is what? Wickedness.
Yes.
So these two manners of people are two operating peoples operating in the laws of Yahu as far as how to conduct yourself in the book.
Yes.
Boy. Already, we can close it up and be done. But we're going to keep going.
No, we got to keep going.
We're going to look at all the precepts regarding this to get Banah, which is understanding. Let's go to the names first before we go here. Pay attention to this. Look at this. Esau. Esau in Hebrew is the Ayin, the Shin, and the Yod. Hebrew studiers, you can write that down. You don't want to, that's fine. Because watch this. The name wouldn't be Esau. It would be Ashu. Ashu means hairy. Let's go to this verse. Let's go to the verse first. Okay, we had 19. What was that? 25. 24. Ashu. A-S-H-U. Ashu. Because it's Ayin, Shin, Yu. Wa. Ashu. So watch this. Let's see. She asks Yahuwah. And let's say 25, 24. And when her days were to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb.
Right.
Okay, I was going to touch on something, but we'll keep going. And the first came out red. Write that down. Highlight it, underline it. Don't mark it out. Pay attention. That's not red. Even though it looked red in your King James, that's not red.
Right.
I'm going to read the whole thing about Ashu, and then we'll go in on Esau. He came out red all over like a hairy garment.
Like
a hairy garment. And they called his name Ashu. Hairy. They actually gave him a name of what he looked like. He was hairy.
Right.
We're going to go into Yahshay too, that talks about the completeness of that.
Yeah.
But watch this. The word hairy in your Strong's Concordance is H8181. That's different from a name that's Harry, which is in your Strong's Concordance in the Hebrew, H6215. You laughing because you had that too? The Ruach, man. Ruach Yahuwah. The Spirit, man. Red, nope. The term is this. Aleph, Dalet, Mem, Wa, Nun, Yod, Admoni. In Hebrew, you're going too fast. We're trying to do it slow for everybody. We know you catch it. Admoni means mahogany. Y'all know Billy D. Williams had a movie called what? Mahogany. Boy, y'all better stop. Mahogany. Huh? It's a reddish brown. That word is H132. It's a reddish brown. It comes from the same word, H119. Adam. We taught that Adam came from the ground, so obviously he was a dark, deep red brown of the dirt. Yes. Adam. So the word for Ashu, which is Admoni for his color, Admoni means like Adam. It's a deep reddish brown. Right. It's not even white.
No.
Because the word for white is what?
Laban.
Laban. See there? So already, this is not a white man. This is a deep reddish brown guy, which is dark red. You can even Google this. Write down this Google. You can look it up yourself, even while we're talking. Ruddy color. R-U-D-D-Y. Ruddy in King James is what they translate to red. But it wasn't ruddy. It's ruddy color. It's not red. It's ruddy. Ruddy is a deep brownish color. If you Google it, you'll see it.
Right.
Ruddy. Now watch this. His name is Ashua because the term for hairy mixed with his name becomes Ashu. Right. Means a hairy garment. Right. They'll show you some Neanderthals with red hair. Right. They'll show you some white guys that look like Vikings. They are so wrong.
And it's also the same It's the same word you describe King Dawood, what they call David.
There you go. Now, was Dawood was he a white man?
No, they would never say that. 1 Samuel 16:12 and 17:42. You can write that down. Look it up.
Come on,
same word.
We finna destroy all falsehood and false doctrine. Because see, that's a doctrine of hate. To say that's the white man and the white man is the only one. He gonna be punished for all the wickedness on earth. That's a doctrine of hate.
We're gonna talk about that too.
Why are you so close? You had to get this close? You're close, bro. My son is. What is going on? Just trying to see what you're doing. But that's a doctrine of hate. See, he wanted to zoom in on this right here. I love my son, man. But that's a doctrine of hate to say only the white man is the devil. Because see, this is what you do when you do that. You remove a spiritual entity that's fighting against all mankind. An equal opportunity destroyer. His name is Satan. If you say that the white man is the devil, and the white man is the root of all problems in the world, then you have removed the very one who deceived Adam and Hawa in the garden. You have lied. You have given somebody a characteristic that they don't even have the power to have.
Right.
Because watch this. All men on earth have been given the opportunity to repent. That's right. And if you say the white man is going to receive punishment all because of his color, you are saying that Yahweh has not given him an opportunity to repent. You're saying that Yahweh is unfair and unrighteous and unjust. And because a man is the color of his skin, then he should be punished. If you teach that, then you are no better than the KKK hanging us because they said we were the children of Ham. Right. And we were cursed from the beginning. You are no different. Yahuwah will rebuke you. Right. Because you're doing the exact same thing that they did to us. And he said, do not repay evil for evil. That's right. Is that not book? Right. That's book before you even get to the New Testament. You Torah only Hebrews. You cannot pay evil for evil because Yahuwah is your master avenger. Right. He repays evil for evil. Right. We are supposed to love. We are supposed to love the stranger and the foreigner as the native born if they come in. That means if a white man wants to come in here right now, we have them on Facebook. They inbox me and I talk to them. They are seeing the truth of that we are the people. They are understanding. If they want to come in and get an understanding, we're supposed to welcome them like we welcomed y'all when y'all came in. We're supposed to hug on them. We're supposed to love on them. Women too. Because they teaching that doctrine. Women ain't coming into the kingdom. What kind of foolishness? We are supposed to love them because they have decided to walk in the Torah and the commandments of the Most High. That is Isaiah, Yahshar'al 56. It says, the son of the foreigner who keeps my Sabbaths, who loves my commandments and loves my name, will have a place in Mount Zion. What do you do with that? That my house shall be called a house of prayer for all nations. That was said before Mashiach said it in the New Testament. They call it. That's where he got that from. Isaiah 56. So if you are saying that that does not mean the white man, then you have lied on this book. You have added to and you have taken away. And you shall receive the plagues of Egypt for it. That's book. Well, we got that out the way. Got that off my chest. Now let's go to the one we say we belong to. Let's go to that. 27, 25, well, 25 and 26. And after that, who came out? His brother. It didn't say after that another person that wasn't even related to him came out. Because it says, you must love the Edomite. Don't abhor him, for he is your brother. Ain't that book? For he is your brother. And do not hate the Egyptian, for you are a stranger in his land. Right. Now what do you do with those scriptures then? His brother came out. And he took his hand, pay attention, took hold on Ashur's heel. And his name was called Jacob, they say. But it's not Jacob, it's Yaakov. And Yahshay was 70 years old when she bore them. Now pay attention to this. I'm going to break down his name for you to understand too. The word that they call Jacob is Ain Kof bet is heel. That's the word that you see when it says that he took him by the heel.
Right.
Because why? He's coming out first. He grabs him by the heel to make a smooth transition on out.
Right.
These babies already got some sense, don't they?
Already.
The term for heel is akub. Akub. That means the back of your foot. They seen him grab his akub. But watch this. They named him Yod Aim Kof Bet. That's H3290 if you want to see it. Yakub. Ya'akub. It was Yahuwah who allowed him to grab his heel.
Right.
Good night, bruh. Ya'akub.
Yeah.
You can actually see it when you look it up. It's YAHKUQUB when you see it. It's Yakub. Ain't that something? Or Ya'akub. It means Yahuwah allowed him to grab hold of his heel. Ain't this something?
Yes.
So let's go then. It means, his name actually means, you can write this down, Yah's heel catcher.
Sure do.
What?
Sure do.
He's got studies like I do.
It's done.
Barak Yahu. Yah's heel catcher. He was designed to be a heel catcher. These names have meanings. So watch this. Man, boy, man. Before we move forward, I just want you to see them names. Let's go to Hanak or Enoch. If you got your Sephers, or you got an annotated apocrypha.
Let me hit Yahshar'al 26 first. You're going on with 25 we just read.
Okay, that'll work.
Okay. Go to Yahshar'al, Yahshay 26.
Let's get it. Man, this good stuff. And after we do that, we're going to do Hanak to show you that it's wickedness and righteousness. It has nothing to do with color.
No.
So we're going here for precepts, line upon line, precept on precept, here a little, there a little. If somebody come to you saying Esau the white man now, you're going to say, hey, what?
Especially to hear that.
Where you get this from?
Especially to Enoch. I read it again last night.
Then that's when you can ask, where your elder at? So I can tell him he lying.
This is Yahshar'al, Yahshay 26.
Yahshay 26. That boy done slid up under the table and came back. Look at it.
Alright. And in the 59th year of the life of Yahshar'al.
What, 26 and what?
26 and 1.
Okay.
The son of Abraham, Rivkah his woman, still barren in those days. And Rivkah said unto Yahshar'al, truly I have heard, my Lord, that your mother Sarah was barren in her days, until my Lord Abraham, your father, prayed for her, and she conceived by him. Now therefore, stand up, pray you also to Elohim, and he will hear your prayer and remember us through his mercy. And Yahshar'al answered his woman Rivkah, saying, Abraham has already prayed for me to Elohim to multiply his seed. Now therefore, this barrenness must proceed to us from you.
Oh. So he's saying, my father already prayed for you.
Right.
What's she going to say?
And Rivkah said to him, but arise now you also and pray that Yahuwah may hear your prayer and grant me children. And Yahshar'al hearkened to the words of his woman, and Yahshar'al and his woman rose up and went to the land of Moriah to pray there and to seek Yahuwah. And when they had reached the place, then Yahshar'al stood up and prayed to Yahuwah on account of his woman because she was barren.
Hallelujah.
Yahshar'al said, O Yahuwah Elohim of heaven and earth, whose goodness and mercy fills the earth, you who did take my father from his father's house and from his birthplace, and did bring him unto this land, and did say unto him, for your seed will I get the land, and you did promise him, and did declare to him, I will multiply your seed as the stars of the heaven, as the sand of the sea. Now may your words be verified, which you did speak unto my father. For you are Yahuwah Elohim. Our eyes are toward you, to give us seed of men, as you did promise us. For you are Yahuwah Elohim, and our eyes are directed toward you only. And Yahuwah heard the prayer of Yahshar'al, the son of Abraham. And Yahuwah was entreated of him, and his woman conceived.
Stop. So she asked him to pray again. Even though the prayer done been prayed by your father, I want you to go and pray again.
Right.
You see that?
Yes.
There is no limit of how many times you're supposed to pray. My wife do that to me all the time. I be like, I done prayed about it. Well, you didn't pray again. Sometimes you be like, dang, bro. You know what I'm saying? But there's nothing wrong with praying again. There's nothing wrong with praying again. You know what I'm saying? And treat him again. That's why Yahusha gave the story about the unjust judge. The woman kept coming back. He said, how much more for your father? And treat him again. If it hasn't happened yet, there is no Torah against praying again.
Right.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Verse 9. And in about 7 months after the children struggled together within her. I forgot to mention that. Struggle in the Hebrew is rock stocks. It means to crush or oppress or to bruise or to crack in pieces. When they were struggling in her womb, they struggled together with her, and it pained her greatly that she was weary on account of them. And she said to all the women who were then in the land, did such a thing happen to you as it has to me? And they said to her, no. And she said to them, why am I alone in this amongst all the women that were upon earth? And she went to the land of Moriah to seek Yahweh in this thing, respecting her. And she also asked Abraham to seek and inquire of Yahweh about all that had befallen on her. And they all inquired of Yahweh concerning this matter.
Who?
They all.
Shem and Abar.
Yeah.
That's what we get the term Abri from.
Here it is.
Abar. It's not Eber.
No.
It's not Eber. Even though the King James says that, it's Abar.
Right.
That's who we come from.
Yeah.
Man, come on. So all of them praying now.
All of them praying now.
Man, come on, bro.
And they brought her word from Yahweh and told her, 2 children are in your womb, and 2 nations shall arise from them. And one nation shall be stronger than the other, and the greater shall serve the younger. And when her days to be delivered were completed,
Man, come on.
she knelt down, and behold, there were twins in her womb, as Yahweh had spoken to her. And the first came out red all over, like a hairy garment.
Out morning.
Yes.
All over.
And all the people of the land called his name Esau, or Esau, saying that this one was made complete from the womb.
You better read that again, man.
I sure will. And the first came out red all over, like a hairy garment. And all the people of the land called his name Esau, or Esau, saying that this one was made complete from the womb.
Do you know what that means? You know how a baby comes out and it's light up, but what they say, look at the ears, that's what color it's going to be. Right. We hear this.
Right.
Huh?
Yeah.
So he came out looking like he would when he get older.
Right.
Because look at the ears.
Yeah.
He's complete.
Right.
Man, bro. They don't say nothing about a white guy in here.
Don't say that. Don't say white, don't say LeBron, don't say nothing.
We're going to tell you where you got that from, too, by the way. You got that from the Goyim, Ashkenazi, Khazarian Jews that was teaching that.
Yeah.
Man, bro.
And after that came his brother, and his hand took hold of Esau's or Sue's heel. They called his name Yahu. And Yahshar'al, the son of Abraham, was 60 years old when he begat them. And the boys grew up to their 15th year.
Hold on. You can't wait. You got to wait for Hanak. You
Oh, yeah.
gotta hit that first. We're going to hit that out there.
We'll come back in.
Yeah, come back to that.
We'll mark right there. Okay.
All right. Well, I don't want to go there yet because I want you to hear what Yahuwah already knew about these guys while they were in the womb.
Right.
This before they was even born.
Right.
What did he say? Before you were even conceived, I knew you.
Right.
Huh? Man, I know the thoughts and plans I have for you.
Right.
Thoughts of good and not of evil. To give you a future and expected end. He already knew you before you was even, what they say, a twinkle in your daddy eye. So I want you to hear that he already knew these guys.
Right.
Before we go into how they were, when you read it, I want you to hear that Hanak, the righteous one, his name means the dedicated one. I want you to hear that Yahuwah already had gave him instruction about who these people were going to be before they even came. Come on, man. Hallelujah. We coming in the truth right here. It's time to get outside camp doctrine. Because camp doctrine will lead you to the pit. Why? Because it's infused by hatred. It's infused by anger. It's infused by lies. It's infused by everything that we're not supposed to be concerning this book.
Not only that, not only is it infused with all that, but it's no different than any other religion, man-made. Why? Because these camps was made by that one West doctrine, by that guy out west. All the camps strive for that one West doctrine. It ain't no different than Christianity. It's no different from Baptist, the Methodist. All stem from one person. It ain't no different with the camp doctrine.
Man. So let me get this going right here. You gotta bear with me on this because my Safari is different from my phone Safari, so I gotta catch it right quick. He got my phone. How can I go from?
That's right.
Speed up. Oh, man, I love you guys. All right. Let's see where we at. Let me see. Give me a second right here. It's right here. I think it's 8. 1 second. I'm trying to find it because it moves a little different. Okay. Here we go. Let's go to y'all bear with me one time because this thing jumps from my phone. Because it says 89 and 18, but it's different in here than this one. Let's see. Find it. One second. Here it is. I found it. It's not 89 in mine, and excuse me if it's not in yours like this. It's 88. 88 and 17. In my phone, because it's more updated, it's 89 and 18 through 20, but now it's 88, 17. If you got it. It starts with then the white cow. Y'all got that? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's 88 and 17. It's Hanak or Enoch. 88 and 17. Then the white cow was born in the midst of them. And they began to bite each other. And when the white cow, which was born in the midst of them, brought forth a wild ass, the white cow is Abraham. He brought forth a wild ass and a cow at the same time. That wild ass is Ishmael. I'm going to prove this right here. The wild ass is Ishmael, and the white what? Cow at the same time. That's Yahshar'al or Isaac. Watch this. And many wild asses. That's the other children after Keturah. And the white cow, which was born, brought forth, watch this, a black wild sow. That's Ashur. That's Esau. Right. He said black. We say white. But he seen a black, wicked sow. Not a skin color, but the spiritual. Right. Watch this. A black wild sow and a white sheep. Now, how do I know that's them? Watch this.
Oh, yeah.
The wild sow also brought forth many swine, pigs. Oh, no. Watch this. What does Yahushay say? Man, come on. Cast not your pearls before what? Swine. It's a spiritual thing. Yes. It has nothing to do with race, nation, or nothing. If you are not keeping the commandments, you are pig or swine. Right. Now watch this. The wild sow brought forth many swine, and that sheep brought forth 12 sheep. How many? Huh? How many? 12 sheep. Yahuwah seen him bring forth 12 other sheep that were white. Huh? My what know my voice? My sheep. Wow. Not my white man know my voice. Not my black man know my voice. But my sheep know my voice. Hallelujah. Man is ruach. And a stranger they will not follow. And a swine they will not follow. Come on. I'm going to let you know. Because you might say, oh, that's just happenstance. All right, cut the mic. You might just say that's just happenstance. You might just say that's just us talking. Let's go a little further right here. This book. And those 12 sheep grew up and they delivered one of them to the asses.
Who is that?
That's Joseph, ain't it? Yep. Ain't that Yahushar'al? Yeah. Watch this. And again, those asses delivered the sheep to the wolves. Who the wolves? The Egyptians. Yep. Come on, Mizraim. And he grew up in the midst of them. Yeah. And Yahuwah brought the 11 sheep. This is the story that's in Genesis. That they might dwell and feed with him in the midst of the wolves. And they multiplied and was abundance of pasture for them. But the wolves began to be frightened and oppressed while they destroyed their young ones. So by understanding the book, you see that Ashur, Esau, is a black wild pig.
Right.
Spiritually.
According to the vision.
Yes.
Wickedness.
Yes.
Right.
And you see that Yaakov is a white what? Sheep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
See there?
Yep.
By the book itself. See, they understood this already. Why? Because the Most High Spirit is, man, listen, if he's the same yesterday, today, and forever, he knew you before you even came out.
Right.
Right.
He ain't looking at the outer man. We say that by Yahu, didn't it say it?
Yeah.
For Yahuwah does not look on the outer man, but he sees the labab, the inner man, the heart.
Right.
We quote that when we wanted to make it fit us committing crimes against him to make us comfortable.
Right.
But we don't want to touch on that when he talking about it ain't white or black.
Right.
It's because how your man operates is what he sees. So I seen a wicked man before he even came to the womb. Watch this. But his twin was a righteous man.
Mm-hmm.
I seen two spirits,
Right.
two nations of wickedness and of, hallelujah, of righteousness.
Right.
I seen two people, two conducts, two mannerisms, two ways in them before they even came to the earth. I gave it to the one who was most dedicated to me.
Yeah.
Because I will not do anything without revealing it to my servants first. Is that not book?
That's bullet.
Boy, I got chills. Now, since we have that understanding, we can go back. You do Yashar first, and I jump in the Bereshit if you want to.
Okay. Did you
Go back to Yashar, huh? No, I didn't.
Okay.
I stopped because it's going to talk about why he ran to the field and why one laid in the tent. See, we see in our mind, we think Jacob or Yaakov is a little girly man that he like to just lay off in the tent and do housework or something.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? That's how they present it.
Right.
But he was in the tents learning Torah.
I'm about to get there.
Come on, man.
All right. Let's go back to 26. Number 28. We'll go back to 26.
Man.
16.
26:16. Go ahead, Doc. Man, this good stuff.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
This book.
Oh, yeah.
Pure book.
And Yahshar'al, the son of Abraham, was 60 years old when he begot them. And the boys grew up to their 15 years. And they came amongst the society of men. Esau, or Su, was a designing and deceitful man.
Communities of men. Society of men. He was a deceitful
He
man.
was deceitful.
Come on.
And an expert hunter in the field.
Wicked.
Yaakov, wicked. And Yaakov was a man perfect and wise.
Ooh. What's perfection, huh?
Perfect and wise, dwelling in the tents, feeding flocks, and learning the instructions of Yahuwah and the commands of his father and mother. Right there. Wicked and righteousness. Split up right there.
Now he just told you what made them different.
Yeah.
He did not one time say that he was Laban
No.
and he was Kedar.
Never.
He never one time said that this man's color was different from this man's color.
Not one time.
All he said was he was designing. That means he was crafty.
Yeah.
He was always fabricating something.
Yeah.
He was deceitful, and he liked being in the field more than he liked being under the commands, instructions of Torah and his mother and father.
Right.
But Yaakov was different.
Yeah.
So his righteousness kept him under his mother and father to learn the commandments of the one who created him.
Exactly.
The one who already made him righteous in the womb, because I selected you already for your purpose. Whether you walk in it yet or not, you have a purpose. Many are called. Man, this book, man. Come on, man. Go ahead, go ahead, sir.
It just made me think about the fact that even in our generation, sitting in our terms now, you got somebody who likes to be out in the street.
Mm-hmm.
And when they out in the street, they always up to no good. They usually maybe selling drugs on the corner, they doing all kinds of stuff when you got a dude who always in the streets.
Come on.
It just made me think about that.
Ain't that something?
Wow.
You got one in the streets, same way, and you got one that's actually caring about the commandments and the instructions of their mother and their father.
Wow.
Huh?
Yeah.
So watch this. Who is Yahuwah really gonna favor then? Is it favored because of color, or is it favored because of action?
Right.
See, this is where it gets to where it's a problem to the Hebrew community, because now we are seeing that Yahuwah is looking at the conduct of a man and not his color.
Right.
Spiritual behavior.
Right.
So it don't matter if you're a green guy because of some defect in your family. If you keep Torah, he ain't even looking at you being a green man. Huh? He's see you as a white sheep.
There you go.
See there? My sheep, I'm going to collect them all.
Right.
I am the shepherd. Yahuwah is my shepherd. I shall not want. Huh?
Yeah.
He lays me beside the green pastures.
Right.
Huh? He talking about sheep versus swine. Man, what in the world? How in the world do you take this and twist it to where you think it's a racial thing?
Right.
You know why? Because them guys are being paid under the table by the government.
Yep.
So to anybody else speaking this truth, man, we know them guys in New York standing on the corner barking this. I'm going to rape your daughters. I'm going to do this to you in the kingdom. We're going to enjoy this. We're going to do this. Now, how can they do that freely and nothing happen to them? But you got innocent guys out here who get choked to death and shot. Huh? Same color.
Yeah.
So what I'm finding out then, it's not a BLM or Black Lives Matter problem. It's an assignment of the enemy.
Yeah.
To allow wicked men to teach wicked doctrine. We're going to leave you alive as long as you want to. And we're going to pay you to do it.
Yeah.
That way, when you come to a guy who may not be the same color you, he going to instantly step back because you tell him that you Abri or Hebrew. He going to say, man, I've been Googling. Y'all guys crazy. But them ain't us.
Right.
Watch this. But it says the enemy sowed tares among the wheat.
Yeah.
Are we believing the book or we just playing with it?
Right.
He sows his children among. They all look alike to themselves. They don't care what color you are in the elite system.
No.
Huh? That's why you got black Freemasons, white Freemasons. They don't care what color you are. They have an agenda. Huh? So this right here, that is a divisive system. That system is designed to divide based on race. Because if that's the case, if we argue about that more than we argue about what the actual book actually says, and we teaching people what the book actually says, that is vain stuff.
Yeah.
And they using that vain stuff to watch this, to prolong the coming of the king. As long as we argue about this stuff, as long as we keep them all this foolishness of what they look like,
That is.
huh?
Yeah.
Or what they gonna be, what I'm gonna do to you. Let them keep arguing. Man, let them do it.
Maybe your Chasad was running.
Facebook will love that. Woo! Yeah. Let the white man kiss my boot.
What's the sign?
Huh?
Oh,
Let the white man kiss my boot.
your favorite.
You get what I'm saying?
That's what they hope.
That's what they want them to do, because as long as that happens, as long as that continues to happen, then we will unify, as he said that my house should be called a house of prayer. Why does it matter if his house should be called a house of prayer for all nations? You know why it matters? Because when y'all all come together and entreat me, like Yahshay did,
Right.
huh? Then now, watch this. The two nations struggling in the womb,
Right.
guess what the womb represents? The earth. We touched on that.
Oh, yeah.
Then we touch on that. The womb is the earth. That's why it says, as a woman who struggles, as a pregnant woman in travail,
Right.
so shall it be when I come. Woo! But we missing all this. Why? Because we pointing at folks that don't even count.
Right.
So the womb is a woman. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
And the two nations are struggling amongst themselves, the wicked and the righteous.
Right.
That's why he said, I see two. That's why he says what? Esau is the beginning of the world, and Jacob is the end of the world, the world to come.
That follows.
Huh? Why? Because the wickedness is anybody who has Esau's characteristics.
Right.
So while you out there hollering somebody is Edom or Esau, watch this. Be careful. You Esau too.
Yeah.
While you banging on Esau, look at me, I'm banging on. Got a rap song.
So they banging on themselves.
They banging on them doggone selves. Huh? You banging on yourself.
Yeah.
I like that. See, it's book, but we don't see the book because we spend so much time on color.
Right,
Huh?
right.
We spend so much time on what color. See, we know what color the Mashiach is. After we find that out, let it go. Let's talk righteousness now.
Right.
I don't want to keep talking about that no more.
Right.
We know they lied. But I'm not mad at the liar. I'm mad at the father of all lies.
Right.
Because it's because of that devil that we are in this problem now.
Exactly.
Huh?
Yeah.
We wrestle not against what?
Flesh and blood.
Then why are we doing it? but against principalities, spiritual wickedness in high places. Rulers of darkness of this age. Ephesians 6. Then if that was the case, why didn't Paul say, we wrestle against the white man, I'm banging on Esau. I'm sending my letters because I'm banging on Esau. Why he didn't say that? He told you it ain't about flesh and blood. Because flesh and blood will not inherit the kingdom. Man, come on, bro. Now, come on. Man, let's go, man. This book.
Flip to 28 real quick. I'm doing a lot of flipping.
Yahshar'al 28.
Yahshar'al 28 and 18. Let me get back to bars.
Man, bro. 28.
28, 18. At that time, Yahshay sent his younger son, Yahu, to the house of Sham and Abra, or Shem and Eber.
Why?
And he learned the instructions of Yahuwah.
Come on.
And Yaakov remained in the house of Shem and Eber for 32 long years.
Come on, bro.
And Esau, his brother,
Did not what?
did not go.
Why didn't he go? I don't care about what the Torah says.
The next sentence answered.
Man, come on.
Did not go, for he was not willing to go, and he remained in his father's house in the land of Canaan.
You got to be willing to be obedient.
Right.
If you are willing and obedient, you shall eat the good of the land. Ain't that book? So Yaakov wanted to go learn from who? Sham and Eber.
Right.
Why them two? Because them two knew what Noah had taught.
Right.
Who they call Noah.
Yeah.
They knew what Noah had taught. They knew and understood, because what they doing, they are passing down the book to their children. Is that not in the book?
That's
Teach your children and your children's children and their children. They are actually doing what the book said.
Right.
So when the earth is scattered and in disarray because of Babel, Shem and Eber and them are sitting comfortable in the book.
Yeah.
Right.
Their tongue is not messed with.
Right.
See, people say, well, see, all the tongues were scattered, brother. The pastor,
Yeah.
all the tongues. So he hear all tongues. See, no, he didn't scatter their tongue. They had did nothing wrong.
Right.
It is not like Yahuwah to punish the righteous with the wicked. Ain't that book?
Yes.
Then let's keep going then.
All right. 19. And Esau was continually hunting in the field to bring home what he could get. All about it. So did Esau all the days.
And you see the Aubrey got a white man with his foot on a deer with a red beard and a real tree outfit on. See, Esau still hunting. What is wrong with you? You are retarded.
Oh my goodness.
A regular.
You know what I'm saying? A regular retard.
Regular.
Because they got, I seen it. I think I downloaded it. Man, I wish we had a screen, man. I put that stuff up there. He got a gun, and then the split picture got a black man with an afro reading the Torah. Taking Esau, still going on. Go ahead.
All right.
Man, bro.
And Esau was a designing and deceitful man. He deceitful and designing.
Watch this.
One who hunted after the hearts of men
Man, bro.
and inveigled them.
Is that not what Nimrod did? Is Nimrod not the son of Cush? Black people?
Right.
It was the same spirit. He was a designing hunter after the hearts of men.
Right.
It did not say that. He was a mighty hunter before Yahu.
What you saying?
He was a hunter of men. And in the Aubrey, it says he was a man hunter. He loved just the sport of killing.
He had a thirst for killing.
He had a thirst for blood.
A criminal.
Ain't that one of the, watch this.
Physical and spiritual.
That's one of the 7 abominations that Yahuwah hates. One is hands that come after innocent blood.
Right.
So there's a characteristic of a person we talking about that has nothing to do with color, because if that's the case, why does this white man that you say is Esau look like a black man who is Nimrod? You can't divide them both.
Right.
They got the same spirit. Why? Because they come from the same thing.
Right.
They cut from the same cloth. Their father is Hashatan, not because he birthed them, but because they followed his spirit.
Right.
So they hunted and killed men?
Yes, sir.
So they're
Yes,
like
ma'am.
a serial killer, the same spirit? Not like a serial killer,
Yeah.
the same spirit?
Yeah. They bloodthirsty. It's whatever they can hunt. After they hunt animals, man, I gotta do another sport.
Right.
You remember that movie Ice-T was in? They got him off the street, he was homeless, and they hunted him down. It's the same spirit. They do that now.
Right.
You think that's changed? They do that for a sport now. They are bloodthirsty.
Wow.
Man, we can go into that, man. We focus right here on this right here.
And
Let's
Esau
go.
was a valiant man in the field, and in the course of time, when it's usual to hunt, And he came as far as the field of Seir, the same as Edom. And he remained in the land of Seir, hunting in the field, a year and 4 months. I'm going to stop there.
Let's stop at Edom too. Edom is not Edom, it's Adum.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
No, I'm going to Bereshit.
Going to Bereshit?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go back to Bereshit 25, Genesis 25. Let's look at this again. A-D-U-M.
You got
25. Yeah, I'm going to that.
Okay. I got the one.
I gotta find it. Yeah.
I like the one. I know you said it wrong.
I think Roman. Yeah. We're gonna touch on that too. It might not be a part 2. We pretty much kill. I mean, let's go. So what we were 25 and what? We are 27. 25 and 27. Genesis 25 and 27. It lines up with Yahshay, Yashar. Same thing.
Yeah.
The boys grew. It don't say nothing about color. And Ashu was a cunning hunter, a man of the field. And Yaakov was an upright man, dwelling in tents. Why do we do this? Because some people are just King James only. They can't see nothing else.
Right.
I don't understand why that is. There's other books.
25, 27.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, 25, 27, then we on 28. Genesis, Bereshit. And Yahushua loved Ashur because he did eat of his venison. But Rivkah loved Yaakov. Why did he love Ashur?
I can go there.
He liked the meat.
Just stop.
Come on, man.
There's even more to it.
Let's go.
Stop right there for me. Go to Jubilees 19.
I give you a pocket. We got books for this, man. This is not opinion. We got to get out of the opinions of men. Because watch this. If you passed out of Christianity and you said you ain't going to listen to the opinions of men no more, why you do it in the Hebrew walk? Sit down, bro.
Jubilees 19:13. 19:13.
Man, that's good stuff, man.
Here we go. And in the 6th week, in the 2nd year, Rivkah bore to Yahshar'al 2 sons, Yaakov and Esau. And Yaakov was a smooth and upright man. Esau was fierce, a man of the field, hairy. Yaakov dwelt in tents.
White.
Nah.
Oh, wow. I thought it was in there.
No. And the youth grew. And Yaakov learned to write. But Esau did not learn, for he was a man in the field and a hunter.
Mm-hmm.
And he learned war. And all his deeds was fierce.
See that?
And Abraham loved Yaakov. And Yahshar'al loved Esau.
Ashu.
And Abraham saw the deeds of Asu, and he knew that in Yaakov should his name and seed be called. And he called Rivkah and gave commandment regarding Yaakov, for he knew that she too loved Yaakov much more than Asu.
My goodness. So he's seen the purpose of Yahuwah because he walked with him. He was his friend.
Right.
He's seen the purpose of Yaakov in him. So I'm going to talk to his mother about it. Not his father.
No.
Why? Because the mother loved him so much, she gonna love him enough to give him my commandments and keep him on track.
Right.
This is why the relationship was like it was.
Yeah, it's gonna make more sense.
Not because he was a little mama boy.
No.
That's how they paint him.
No.
Come on.
Not that he trying to steal the blessing.
Yeah, he's trying to steal the blessing. I'm trying to steal the blessing. They have him all sneaky. That ain't what it means. Come on.
And he said to her, my daughter, watch over my son Yaakov, for he shall be in my stead on the earth, and for Baruchah in the midst of the children of men, and for the esteem of the whole seed of Shem. For I know that Yahu will choose him to be a people for possession unto him. He knew that.
A nation. A people, a nation.
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Right.
And behold, Yahshar'al, my son, loves Asu more than Yaakov, but I see that you truly love Yaakov. Add still freely to your kindness to him, and let your eyes be upon him in love, for he shall be a blessing of Baruch unto us on the earth from henceforth unto all generations of the earth.
Why he gonna be a blessing to all nations? See, they don't understand that. They say because we scattered into all nations, we automatically a blessing. Nope. We only become a blessing to other nations, and a barakah we call it, to all nations, when we keep the Torah.
Right.
When we keep the commandments.
As far as money.
See there? They think that's what it means.
Right.
You crazy.
Yeah.
So he's seen that they gonna be, because of the righteousness, that righteous seed is gonna remain as a what? He always said in the book, a remnant.
Yeah.
Come on.
Let your hands be strong, and let your heart rejoice in your son Yaakov. For I have loved him far beyond all my sons. He shall be blessed forever, and his seed shall fill the whole earth.
Come on.
If a man can number the sand of the earth, his seed also shall be numbered. And all the blessing whereof Yahu hath baruched me, and my seed shall belong to Yaakov and his seed always. And his seed shall my name be Baruch. And the name of my fathers, Sham, and Noah, and Hanok, Mahalalel, Enos, Shep, and Adam, all these shall serve to lay the foundations of the Shemayim, or heaven, and to strengthen the earth, and to renew all the luminaries which are in the firmament. And he called Yaakov before the eyes of Rivkah his mother, and kissed him, and blessed him, and said, Yaakov, my Yahid, my beloved, whom my soul loves. May Elohim root you from above the firmament.
Come on.
And may he give you all the blessings where he baruch Adam and Hanok and Noah and Sham, and all the things of which he told me, and all the things which he promised to give me. May he cause to cleave to you and to your seed forever, according to the days of heaven above the earth. And the Ruach of Mashtama,
That's Hashatan.
to not rule over you or over your seed, to turn you from Yahuwah,
Come on.
who is Yah Elohim from henceforth forever. And may Yahuwah Elohim be a father to you and your firstborn son, and to the people always. Go in peace, my son. And they both went forth together from Abraham. And Rivkah loved Yaakov with all her heart and with all her soul, very much more than Esau. But Yahshar'al loved Esau more than Yaakov.
So the blessing wasn't to be stolen.
No.
It was, they knew it was an assignment from the Most High to take what was already his. You can't give a blessing to a wicked man.
Right.
How you teach that? Huh? See, that's why they ride around in these Cadillacs and stuff thinking they blessed, and they just as wicked as they want to be.
Right.
Because they think blessings. What rappers now say? The blessings, the blessings. I'm blessing, I'm blessing, I'm blessing, I'm blessing. I'm blessing, I'm blessing. You mumble rappers.
Right. No obedience.
There is no blessing without obedience. There is no blessing without keeping Torah.
No.
Huh?
Not from
So watch this. She knew that the Father's blessing has weight.
Right.
If he says it out his mouth, it is sealed. So we have to make a plan to get you in now to receive the blessing that's already yours.
Right.
That was Yahuwah's will to be done.
Exactly.
Huh?
Right.
Come on, bro. Let's go back to it.
Let's go back to it.
Let's revisit this, shall we? We back in 25.
Back in Bereshit, Genesis 25.
Yeah, Genesis 25.
29.
That's why we going piece by piece. And this is a story too we can share, but we may skip this, we don't know. 25, 29. And Yaakov sought pottage. And Ashu came from the field, and he was faint. There's a reason for that.
Yeah, it is.
That's book.
Yeah.
And Ashu said to Yaakov. See, that all in front of his name means he was already chosen to be a judge before Yahuwah.
Right.
See, that's why Hebrews, when you say that the Israelite man is God, or you say we are gods, you don't even understand what that book is. That term Elohim means judges. Don't you know that the saints shall judge the world?
We live judges.
Yeah, well, it's not about us being no Elohim like that. It's like we equal to the Most High.
No.
Hey, come on. We judges.
Right.
We are judges in the earth of righteousness.
Right.
Come on. Now, let's go. Feed me, I pray you, with the same red pottage, harmony pottage, that I am faint. Therefore, his name was called Adam. Because that same color I just told you means dark red. It has nothing to do with the red that you see.
Have you ever had a bowl of red soup?
Man, bro.
Who had a bowl of red soup? I ain't never seen no red. Oh, you have? Oh.
There's some red soup.
I've heard of red curry.
I mean, you got tomatoes.
But
Never mind.
But let me say this too. Let me say this in context. If you are speaking in their tongue back then,
right.
We're talking about the English tongue. The term red wasn't there. It was ruddy.
Right.
You got to understand, this is translated again from the original King James that had all these books. Like, you don't see black in the original text. You see dusky.
Right.
The term dusky. When they talk about red back then, guess what the color was? Scarlet. See? That's why the whore had to wear the scarlet letter. See, get your mind into that old tight wearing puffy pants. You gotta talk like this and skip around when you're talking. Because that's what they were doing. They wanted to make everything poetic.
Yeah.
We can't say dusky.
Yeah.
We have to say black.
Yeah.
Huh? We can't say. We have to put it in a term. Ruddy. Huh?
That's true though.
Not Mooney? No. That sounds native. That sounds savage. See, you gotta get in their mind. Cause that's why they were translating it like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why did them little tights they had on with the heels like plants? You seen them boys in them pictures? We ain't like that, man. We were men.
Yeah.
Admoni. See how that sound? Admoni. Ready. See how light, weak that is? Ready. Huh? Kadar. Dark. Dusky. See? Huh? Huh? Ashur. Esau. That's how they do it.
Yeah.
Huh? That's where you get that from. Yahusha. Joshua. It's a light look. You go all day on it. This is the tongue of the called out. Let's go. And Yaakov said, sell me this day your birthright. See, he already knew. Why? Because Abraham had already told him what his position was.
Right.
Go ahead, Op.
Y'all go into why he did it?
We might.
We might go into that. It's gonna be. It's all book.
Yeah.
We might touch on that next. That's good.
We can do
And Ashur said, behold, I am at the point to die. What profit shall this birthright do to me? See, he had no understanding because he didn't understand Torah, what a birthright meant.
Right.
What an established inheritance meant.
Right.
Because see, the greatest inheritance he could receive is receiving the commandment of Torah. See there?
Right.
So he like, what is this to me? What's a birthright? What does it matter? I don't serve Yahuwah anyway.
Right.
See, it make it sound like he just so, oh my goodness. Forget a birthright. You know what I'm saying? Now let's go. Look at the covenant with it. And Yaakov said, swear to me this day. And he swore unto him. And he sold, look at that, the covenant, birthright unto Yaakov. And Yaakov gave Ashur bread and pottage of lentils. And he did eat and drink and rose up and went his way. Thus Ashur despised his birthright. Why did he despise his birthright? He didn't like it anyway. Right. It was nothing to him. Go ahead. Let's find out why this happened.
Go to Jasher 27.
Uh-oh. This is why they removed books. They didn't want you to know the full story. Huh? But these so-called Hebrews who say he's a white man, they got these books.
They don't believe him though.
See there?
Yeah.
They might as well say they birthright, huh?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And Esau, or Sue, at that time, after the death of Abraham,
Listen to this.
frequently went in the field to hunt. And Nimrod, king of Babel, the same was Amraphel, also frequently went with his mighty men to hunt in the field. They were the same one. And to walk about with his men in the cool of the day.
Come on.
And Nimrod was observing Asu all the days, for a jealousy was formed in the heart of Nimrod against Asu all the days.
Wow.
And on a certain day, Asu went in the field to hunt.
Come on.
And he found Nimrod walking in the wilderness with his two men. And all his mighty men and his people were with him in the wilderness, but they removed at a distance from him, and they went from him in different directions to hunt. And Asu concealed himself for Nimrod, and he lurked for him in the wilderness. And Nimrod and his men who were with him did not know him. And Nimrod and his men frequently walked about in the field at the cool of the day, and to nowhere his men were hunting in the field. And Nimrod and two of his men that were with him came to the place where they were when Asu started selling from his lurking place, lurking like one of us, and drew his sword and hastened and ran to Nimrod and cut off his head. And Asu fought a desperate fight with the two men that were with Nimrod. And when they called out to him, Asu turned to them and smote them to death with his sword. And all the mighty men of Nimrod who had left him to go to the wilderness heard the cry at a distance, and they knew the voices of those two men. And they ran to know the cause of it, when they found their king and the two men that were with him lying dead in the wilderness. And when Asu saw the mighty men of Nimrod coming at a distance, he fled and thereby escaped. And Esau took the valuable garments of Nimrod, which Nimrod's father had bequeathed to Nimrod, and with Nimrod prevailed over the whole land, and he ran and concealed them in his house. And Esau took those garments and ran into the city on account of Nimrod's men. And he came to his father's house, wearied and exhausted.
Wearied and exhausted from what?
From the fight.
From the fight.
And he was ready to die through grief when he approached his brother Yaakov and said before him. And he said unto his brother Yaakov, behold, I shall die this day. And wherefore then do I want the birthright? Yaakov acted,
they're going to hunt me down.
Yeah. And Yaakov acted wisely with Esau in this matter.
See there?
And Esau sold his birthright to Yaakov, but it was so brought about by...
Who? Who brought this about?
The white man?
No.
Oh.
Yahuwah.
Yeah.
See there?
There's a purpose for all this. The wicked cannot keep the promise. Huh?
Nope.
I don't care if you come out first. You're not going. The first shall be last, and the last shall be first. How many times we hear this without understanding? Come on.
And Esau's portion in the cave of the field of Machpelah, which Abraham had bought from the children of Heth for possession of a burial ground, Esau also sold to Yaakov.
Come on.
And Yaakov bought all this from his brother Esau for value given. And Yaakov wrote the whole of this in a letter, and he testified.
A writing.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Wrote it down.
A record.
Because he tried to go back.
Pay
and
attention to that.
Later
Right.
there and say he didn't do
Right,
it.
because the wicked gonna they gonna renege.
Yeah.
You gotta have a written contract.
Right.
That's books.
Yeah.
See there?
Huh?
Yes, sir.
Come on, man.
And he
We're gonna touch on all that.
The same with witnesses, and he sealed it. And the letter remained in the hands of Yaakov.
You got a notary on it.
Yeah. And when Nimrod, the son of Cush, died, his men lifted him up, brought him into consternation, and buried him in his city. And all the days that Nimrod lived were 215 years old, he died. And the days that Nimrod reigned upon the people of the land were 185 years. And Nimrod died by the sword of Esau, in shame and contempt. And the seed of Abraham caused his death, as he had seen in his dream.
In the dream, it already, man, come on.
And at the death of Nimrod, his kingdom became divided into many divisions, and all those parts that Nimrod reigned over were restored to the respective kings of the land, who recovered them after the death of Nimrod. And all the people of the house of Nimrod were for a long time enslaved to all the other kings of the land.
Come on. Now, what time we got? We got enough time to do the rest of it?
We got 1 o'clock.
Okay, give him that Yaakov I love, Ashu I hate it.
Okay.
Let's touch on that, and then I want to touch on too the Leah and Rachel situation. Why did Yaakov get Leah and Rachel? I want to touch on that, and for the sake of time, because I want you to understand why were two women given to him. He chose Rachel.
Right.
Why were two women given to him? I want to touch on that because it has everything to do with Ashua's wickedness. Ain't that something?
That's good.
Man, let's go, man. Let's talk. Man. Yeah, man.
Go to Malachi 1.
Yeah, man. Chose it because that's your son's name, man.
I did.
And let's go, man. We this book today, man. Playing with this. Stop teaching lies.
We're going to read 1 through 5. 8:28.
I never did in this book. I did in my phone.
I did 2 or something. Alright, here we go. Excuse me.
Come on.
The burden of the word of Yahu.
You want to try the mic then?
Try it.
No,
The burden of the burden of the word of Yahu to all Yahshar'al by Malachi. I have loved you, says Yahuwah. Says who?
Yahuwah.
Okay.
come on, man.
Yet ye say, wherein have you loved us? Was not Esau, Yaakov's brother, says Yahuwah? Yet I love Yaakov and hated Esau.
He doing what?
He loved Yaakov. He hated Esau. Let me stop right there. Who loved Yaakov and who loved Esau?
He's Yahu.
Yahuwah.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't say for you to hate him, did it?
Right.
Did he say for us to hate him?
No, because we're not in this place.
Did he tell us to teach who Esau is?
See there?
Did he say to go on the street corner and say Esau's the devil and you go die?
You have no position to do that.
He never taught to hate Esau. He did.
He taught,
Not us.
He taught to love him.
Right.
Right.
He said he hated him.
Man,
He didn't say for you to hate him.
Right.
Come on.
Okay. Let's just clarify that.
And he never told you to laugh
Fine.
when he wants to laugh.
Right. See that?
And I hated Esau and laid out his mountains and out his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom says, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. There says Yahuwah Sabaoth, they shall build, but I will throw down. They shall call them the border of wickedness.
So what's the problem he got with it?
Wickedness.
Man, we finna, come on.
And the people against whom Yahuwah had indignation forever. And your eyes shall see, and ye shall say, Yahuwah will be magnified from the border of Yahshar'al. Now, this is you could take the same like Newark in the days of the flood. Was Newark considered wicked? When he said I was going to destroy the whole world for the wickedness of the earth, Newark was not included.
Right? He didn't see him like that.
Right. So even though you may be a descendant of Esau or Edom, does not make you wicked.
That's Amos 9.
You return and repent and turn back to Yahuwah.
9 and 12.
You are not considered wicked.
Come on.
It's plenty of prophecies about Edom is going to be destroyed and all that.
Because Yahuwah hates the workers of lawlessness.
Yes.
That's who he hates.
Right.
So if you work in lawlessness, he hates you.
Right.
They don't teach that like that.
Right.
This is not about color. This is not replacement theology. Yaakov greater, because be careful. Yaakov became Yahshar'al.
Right.
We finna touch on that in 9. That means he moved from a different position than what he was in.
Right.
Yes, baby. Go ahead.
I was gonna say 2 things. I was gonna touch on what Yahu just said. He just said that he didn't tell you to laugh at someone else's calamity.
See there?
As a matter of fact, he said when you do laugh at your enemy,
He gonna
said
remove
be careful. He said he gonna remove his hand from you.
Mm-hmm.
That he gonna remove whatever plague,
Come
whatever
on.
thing he was
There you
doing,
go.
so he gonna take it from him.
Mm-hmm.
But to say that all Esau and all white people
Right.
are going to so fair to the pit is also to say that every person of color, period, is automatically going.
Exactly.
There
Exactly.
you go.
Exactly.
That's where
And
That's
so
why
it becomes Christianity once saved, always saved.
Right.
And that's why we can see wicked Israelites doing whatever, but they gonna come in the kingdom with us.
Exactly.
Huh?
Yeah.
If they boasting about slavery and everything to these other people, how you gonna tell these people that? What book is that?
Right.
Teach all nations to obey my commandments. Not teach all nations you're gonna be on dog chains and all this
Right.
foolishness.
And
That's not even book.
And obviously they don't know who all Esau or Esau married.
Right.
And had kids.
And we're going to touch on that. Because that's a key factor in knowing who his wives are. Man, you have been completely lied to if you believe that Esau is a white man. If you've said that at any point without looking at this book, you are no different than pastors that you mock out there.
So who gonna be outside?
And the people that's under them. Huh?
Who gonna be outside the Shemite?
Dogs, sorcerers, and those who work wickedness.
What's dogs?
Dogs are impure men. Wicked men.
Right.
That's what dog means.
Right.
Okay, now he gave you Malachi, so it had to come from somewhere. Malachi, we gave you the original part first. Now let's see why Paul said it.
Let's go.
Yahshar'al. Let's go to Romans 9.
Let's go.
See, he ain't just come up with no new doctrine, no New Testament. He just freestyling.
No, never that.
All this stuff come from somewhere. He's trying to get them an understanding like we have.
That's why he say it is written.
Man, bruh. Let's go. 9 and 1, Romans. I say the truth in Mashiach. I lie not. My conscience also bearing me witness the Ruach HaKodesh, called out spirit.
Right.
That I have great heaviness and continual sorrow in my heart. Let's see why. For I wish that I could wish that myself were accursed from Hamashiach for my brethren, my kinsmen according to the what?
Flesh.
For the flesh, who are Yahshar'al, who pertains to the adoption and the esteem and the covenants and the giving of Torah and the service of Yahuwah and the promises, who are the fathers and of whom concerning the flesh Hamashiach came.
To pertains the adoption.
That means he came to the lost sheep, right?
Right.
I did not come for the righteous to repent,
Right.
but for criminals.
Right.
He said this. Watch this. Who is over all Yahuwah, be blessed forever. Amen. Not as though the word of Yahuwah has taken no effect, for they are not all Yahshar'al.
That's right.
Which are of Yahshar'al.
Right.
See, that means that because you think You are Israelite, Hebrew Israelite. You are not even in it.
Exactly. That's why he said
You don't believe.
Right. That's why he
Come
said
on,
this
man.
pertains to adoption, because even though you Yahshar'al, you still gotta get adopted back.
Right.
You still Yaakov.
Right.
Huh?
When you fall away from following Yahu and fall out of his will, you become a goyim or a nation just like anybody else.
Just like anybody else.
Just another goyim.
It's like that Skittle commercial when that guy was
Gentile.
the pinata. He came in all beat up. He said, "Did you try to get chocolates out of me? I work here. I'm just like anyone else."
What do you be watching?
You just like anyone else, bruh. So how can you sit on a platform in New York with the stars of Satan on it, pointing to the white man, telling him to kiss your boot, what you gonna do to him, and you are just like the wicked man that he is, because he hasn't turned to the Torah. Not because of his color,
Right.
but because of his stance in lawlessness.
Right.
Woo.
Boy.
You, watch this. It's like saying, it's like if you was in Noah's time with a platform talking about, you're going to be destroyed. You're going to be destroyed. The ark getting built. You're going to be destroyed. You're going down. You're going down. Ain't being saved. You're going to be destroyed. When it comes, we going, oh boy, I can't wait to have scuba gear on, swimming through there and got chains on y'all. That's basically how you look. Huh? Or as in the days of Noah, so shall it be when the son of Adam returns. You see destruction coming, but you so focused on who pointing out who's gonna get it, that you finna get it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You did that you done learned that in your house. When your mama whooping, you need to get out the line of fire. Because if you laughing, she gonna turn, boy, you want this too? Huh? You need to be focused on getting out of the line of fire. Now, you finna get it. Man, come on. Let's go. For they are not of all Yahshar'al which are of Yahshar'al. That's book. Neither because they are the seed of Abraham. Don't say to yourself, we are Abraham's seed. For I have power to create seed from these rocks.
See there?
Ain't that book?
Yeah.
Huh? Many will be cast out. Many sons and daughters will be cast out of the kingdom, and prostitutes and tax collectors will inherit.
That's right.
Ain't that book?
Yeah.
Where we move from. Do not say unto yourself, I have Abraham for my father.
Right.
For you are of your father the devil. That's John 8, by the way.
Yeah.
John 8.
Read
You
the
need to
whole
read
boy.
it. Read the whole boy. Don't pick and choose scriptures. Read the whole thing. Yes, ma'am.
I was gonna say that's why you have many of them who don't believe in the renewed covenant.
Come on.
Like that. Because
Come
they
on.
don't want to hear that they're gonna be cast out. But still, if they go back and they read Kings and they read any of the other books, it also does say it's the same thing. If you read Ezekiel, it tells you that Yahshar'al was punished.
Ain't that
When
something?
he went doing, so it's all throughout the book. You can't.
All throughout the book. Why were you divorced in the first place?
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
How are you remarried?
Why were the tribes split in the first place? Because they were doing wickedness in the sight of the Most High.
Right.
It had nothing to do with color. Watch this, because if that was the case, he would not have told you to treat the foreigner as the native born.
Right.
Huh?
Right.
Just trying to help you out.
Greetings.
Greetings. Just trying to help you out. It had nothing to do with color. You were divorced because the wickedness of the people.
Right.
At one point, he goes in to say that at one point the kings forced you to do wickedness, but then you turn around and force your kings to do wickedness. The problem with Yahshar'al was not because of color. The problem was because their hearts were wicked.
Okay.
That's the whole reason why you needed a savior in the first place. Now here's the problem. If you don't believe in the savior, Hamashiach, Shaul says this: you are not Yahshar'al.
Right.
Because he came only for the lost sheep of the house of Yahshar'al. That if they believe on him, there is neither bond nor free. Huh? Yahudi or Yavanim. They say Jew or Greek. Male nor female. In Mashiach Yahushua. Why is that? Because once you become righteous, you are seen as a sheep. Ain't that something? Now watch this. Even in the natural. When you look out there and see all them pretty white sheep, you say, oh, look at them male sheep over there. And them female sheep over there. You don't make no discernment in your mind what race, what gender they are. You know what I'm saying? You do that. You just say, look at those sheep.
Right. Exactly.
Because when you become sheep in the Ruach, there is no discerning in that to him.
Right.
Everything is in his will now.
Right.
All he sees is his will being done.
Right.
We pray that. Your kingdom come, your will be done. Do we say your race be established?
No.
Huh?
No. Yahusha taught what? If you love me, keep my commandments.
That's right.
Go and teach all nations to obey my commandments and immerse them in my name. Did he ever say one time, go teach who Esau is?
No.
Go
Did he ever
go
say,
tell Esau they go die.
do he ever say, bring that joker, that old oily black guy with the beard and his chest puffed out with swords, like them IUIC guys got, shine him up and put him on a logo for your shirts and say the white man gonna get it? Why do we do this? That's a false image too.
Right.
We laugh at people who got Caesar Borgia on their wall,
Right.
but you got a false image in your house. Huh? We know what color he is, but he gave us no appearance. Huh?
Exactly.
He wanted us to see him in the what? The spirit. For Yah is a spirit. And they that worship him must worship in spirit and in truth.
Right.
That's right.
Not in racial empowerment. Huh? That's why you got Hebrew Israelites jumping these race fight bandwagons. Huh? See, it don't make sense. Because I tell people all the time, if black lives truly mattered to us, we would stop the foolishness that's in rap music.
Right.
We would stop all these gang movies.
Right.
We would stop all this gangster stuff that they be talking about.
Yep.
If black lives truly mattered, we would be in the hood where the Crips and Bloods at, trying to reach them and get them to stop their foolishness.
Exactly.
But black lives don't matter to us unless it's a white cop doing something.
Right.
You a hypocrite. By all means.
And you'll kill your brother.
And you are as sane as a sure. Because you are, watch this, following right behind him. You heel catcher without Yah.
See?
You are Akko without the Yah. Because you following in the heels and the footsteps of your big brother Esau. Boy. Come on, let's finish this. Neither, because they are the seeds of Abraham, they are all children. But in the Yahusha shall your seed be called. That is, they which are the children of the flesh, these are not the children of Yahuwah. Boy, that give you chills.
Man.
But they are children of the flesh, but they are not the children of Yahuwah. But the children of the promise are counted for the seed.
Okay.
Huh?
See there?
The children of the promise are counted for the seed. For this is the word of promise.
Right.
At this time I will come, and Sarah shall have a son. Not only this, but when Rebecca also conceived by one, even our father Yahshay.
Yep.
Huh? She conceived by the promise to produce one.
Yeah.
Seed of the promise of righteousness. Huh? That's how Abraham took Yashar', who they the children of Keturah, what he did to him. Sent them all away with gifts. It didn't matter about none of them children. All it mattered was the child of the promise.
Right.
Why? Because he did that out of his flesh.
His flesh.
Huh? Did Yahuwah allow that? He allowed it, but it was because of your flesh. I told you I was going to give you a promise from your son Isaac.
Right.
I never told you to take a slave woman. I told you your wife Sarah is going to produce to me a promise, but you want to do out of your flesh.
Right.
But he says here that it's not of the flesh, it's of Yahuwah.
Right.
No patience of the counsel of Yahuwah.
Ain't that something? So watch this. I'm not going to punish them children because of what you done did. Give them gifts. That's why you see these guys over there driving Jaguars with Jaguars in them. They balling. You see what I just said?
Yeah.
They got a real Jaguar and a Jaguar. Them boys balling out.
They got true gold.
But that's earthly promise.
True gold.
That don't mean nothing. Just because you see money, that's not a blessing. The full promise, watch this. It says Abraham walked looking for a city not made with man's hands. There is a spiritual promise that awaits us. So why are we trying to build kingdoms here?
Right.
Man, your kingdom come, not mine. Huh? Seek first the kingdom of Yahuwah and his righteousness. And then all these things shall be added unto you. If you ain't seeking the kingdom first, you're wasting time in everything that you do. Huh? Ain't that something?
Oh my goodness, boy.
For me to live in Mashiach and die is gain. See there? That's what he said. Watch this. For this is the word of promise. We read that. Let's go. For children not yet born. See there? That's why I read to you Hanak.
Right.
The children be not yet born, neither having done good or evil. Woo! They hadn't even did nothing yet. It was already purpose for the promise. Man, come on. That the purpose of Yahuwah, according to the election, might stand, not of works, but of him that calls. See there? Yeah. And they teach that works word right there means Torah. Are you foolish?
Yes.
That it was said to her, the elder shall serve the younger. As it is written, you just read that, Yaakov have I loved, but Ashur I have hated. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with Yah? Never. For he says to Masha, that ain't that the book. So works can't be Torah if he brings up Torah in Masha. Right. He says, Masha, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy. And watch this. That's what he was telling you. How can you hate somebody in your heart when Yahuwah tells you not to hate? Why? He says, I do that.
Right.
I have mercy on who I have mercy on.
That's right.
Huh?
Right.
I choose who I have mercy on.
Right.
Why? I made you all.
Right.
I've even made evil for his day of destruction. That's book, ain't it? Now, is he wicked for making evil for his day of destruction? No. He gave everybody a free will. Even the Malachim, the angels, had a choice to decide to reside in the Shemayim or come down here and have a woman party.
That's right.
Women's.
Animal.
Women's.
Animal party. Everything party.
We cannot think that we can choose or determine the lifeline of how much lifeline of him reaching out his right hand to
See?
a man.
That's right. Because you're not him.
Exactly.
So how you gonna tell me when his mercy stops for somebody?
Right.
Huh? Every nation has a part in this if they turn. That's why, what's this? John saw a number no man can number. We hear that all the time. Of nations, tongues, creeds. He's seen people of all colors and everything. Why? Color don't matter. They were all saying what? Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
They were praising Yah. They were praising him because they had made it from destruction.
Right.
He comes to say, I wish that none. What does none mean if Esau is white and he gonna die and perish? I wish that none should perish. Let's finish this out. I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy. I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So then it is not of him that wills, see, or that him that runs, but of Yahuwah that shows mercy.
Of man?
Huh? Of Yahuwah.
Okay.
For the scripture. Ain't that Torah? New Testament wasn't even wrote yet. For the scripture says, Pharaoh, even for the same purpose, have I raised you up, that I might show my power in you.
That what?
That my name might be declared throughout the earth.
I use that scripture. Name of our name too.
Ain't that something? Therefore has he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and on whom he will harden. You will say unto me, why does he yet find fault? For who has resisted his will? Nay, but, O man, who are you that replies against Yahuwah?
See that?
Huh? Man, come on. Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, why have you made me this way? Man, come on, man. See, they skip over all this. Has not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel with honor and another vessel of dishonor? What if Yahuwah, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted for destruction? See, that's that right arm stretched out.
Yes, sir.
That he might make known the riches of his esteem on the vessels of mercy, which he have aforetime prepared unto esteem, even us whom he has called, not of the Yahudim only.
But who?
Boy, you better mark that down.
Don't tear it out.
But also of the other people. He shall be a light to his people and the light of the Gentiles.
Right.
That's Old Testament stuff they talking about.
Yes, sir.
So not to the Yahudim only, but to the other people. Man, come on, man.
That's clear right there.
Also, he says in Hosea, or they say Hosea, I will call them my people, which were not my people.
I mean, they were never his people.
Right.
Okay.
Man, and her beloved, which was not beloved. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said of them, you are not my people, there they shall be called what?
The children of the living Elohim.
Huh? So you fighting against his children. If they are looking to find salvation in the name, whether they are Asian, whether they are white, whether they are Spanish, no matter what race you see with your eyes, if they are making an effort. Watchmen Yahu and Deborah Yah had a man who was Asian. He had Yahuwah around his neck. I rejoiced. They had a picture of them in a pool. I'll say it again, a pool. You mock that too. With a white man standing there being baptized, immersed into the kingdom, and they mock this man. Instead of, what it say? The kingdom rejoices when one soul is saved. But how can you mock a person that has decided to find refuge in Yahweh? You are evil at the core.
Yeah.
You will be punished for your evil. Because you have went against what Yahweh is doing. Not what a man did. That ain't Watchmen Yahu's did. That's not his doing that he's doing. He is doing the will of the Father.
Right.
If you see a man standing there with another race and they are coming into the kingdom and rejoicing over that man, he is doing the will of the Most High. And you are standing in the way. You should be blinded. Huh? Like Elamus, Bar Yahusha. Because he got in the way of the deputy who was looking for salvation. He got in the way of Paul doing the work. And he said, you shall be blind for a season and men shall lead you around. That's book. It wasn't just because Paul wanted to do something special and show his power. You were in the way of the work. That's why you can't come to the truth. That's why you can read these same scriptures and want to argue, because you are blinded. You are in the way of the work. Yahu will rebuke you. We are out here to win people to the gospel, to the truth, to the Basora, to life. We don't want to see nobody dead. We don't want to see nobody cast away. If you have a spirit that you want to see somebody suffer in that pit, huh? What spirit are you really of? Let me tell you something. Charles Manson died and it hurt my heart. Huh? Why? I don't want to see that man in the pit. There ain't no getting out of that. I wouldn't have my worst enemy suffer in the pit. Because there is no return for that. There is no crying out at that time. Huh? You have Masha and the prophets.
Ooh, that's right.
Let them hear them.
Right.
Huh? Are we doing a color check at the gate?
Especially that, man, speaking with all the mixing of people throughout time.
Come on, man.
These people that's teaching this hate to these people, what are you going to do if it's just so-called happiness? You are not bloodline Jacob.
Boy.
What are you going to do?
Huh? How you going to make it?
What you going to do then?
Because the slave masters was getting quite glad around that time.
Yeah. You doing it.
The slave masters was getting quite glad around that time. You may not make it to the third generation.
Right.
Huh?
Right.
Since you want to talk that type stuff.
3 drops of blood.
We have missed everything that it is about this walk when we get to talking crazy. We have missed the purpose of the kingdom when we get to barking foolishness like that.
Right. Because
we like to jump on the bandwagon. Because we want to see somebody punished for what's been done to us.
Exactly. That's what it's
But
about.
watch this. It was our father's fault in the first place.
Right.
You better repent against that.
See there?
Right.
It was our father's fault in the first place because when they were living good and in the promised land, they decided that we're going to do whatever we want to do and let it fall on our children. I told you, the king said that. Yahweh told him, because you have made this decision to show all the goods of my temple to the king of Babel, I'm going to punish you. This is what he said. Let this thing happen to my children.
That didn't happen to my son. Now.
Did he say it?
Yeah.
He didn't care about you. So how you mad at a white man?
Right.
Huh? You had a deadbeat dad. In the book.
In the book.
In the freaking book.
See that?
You see that? And we mad at the white man? How you mad at him? And your king told him, let it happen to my son. Carry on. Let me enjoy this. What did they say to Yahu? They said, he said, I wash my hands of this man. I don't see no wrong. This man is innocent. Let this blood be upon us and our children. They hung him on a tree. So when we getting hung on trees, we blame the white man, but it was the fathers who said, let this happen to our children. We want to kill him so bad, we'll allow a curse to be upon us. Did that change in the book? It said that they wanted Paul so bad that they made a curse within themselves that they would not eat until he died. Ain't that book? Yes. We'll allow curses upon ourselves just to get punishment for one person. And you have the nerve to blame somebody else. You better look through your bloodline like I had to do and renounce every curse of the father to the third and fourth generation. I went all the way back to Adam. I called David, Solomon, everybody in there.
There it is.
I tried to catch them all. They're real Pokemon in. Pocket monsters. I was talking about all of them. I had to renounce every one of them because every one of them had a part in me being in bondage.
Yes.
Every one of them. But we blame somebody else. See, that's what we like to do. We like to blame others for our foolishness and our folly. Let me finish this. And it shall come to pass, this 26, 9 and 26 Romans, that the place where it said unto them, you are not my people, there shall be called the children of the living Elohim. Yahu also, Isaiah also cries concerning Yahshar'al. Though the number of the children of Yahshar'al be as the sand of the sea, a remnant shall be saved.
Here it is.
Now, did I put that in there or is it in there?
That's in there.
Though the number may be looking like a sand of the sea you boasting about.
Right.
Only a few. Matthew 24:13. He that endures to the end, the same shall be saved.
Fruit grains.
It's going to be a fruit. That's true. You can number sand of the sea. Huh? But it's only going to be a little bit that's caught in your baby. Dog. Good gracious. Whatever baby shoe you imagining, that's your problem. I was thinking 1920s. See there? That's your mind. They're blaming other folk. A remnant shall be saved. Those numbered like the sand of the sea, only a few shall make it in. We making everybody make it in.
Yeah.
You ain't no different in Christianity then.
But everybody dies.
Huh? Absent from the body is present for Yahuwah.
Automatically.
That's not how it works. There is be tallied up the works of your hands, the keeping of the commandments, how you operated in conduct, the manner of men.
That's right.
And these shall be mannerisms. Watch this. Be Kadesh in all manner of conduct.
Right.
That's what he said, right?
Yes.
Huh? Evil communication corrupts good what? Manners. That's our book. So why are we letting people give us evil communication when it's our conduct that has to line up with the walk of Mashiach to make it in?
Right.
Let's finish this. Man, come on. We about done. It's going to have to be a part two. For he will finish the work and cut it in short. And cut it short in righteousness.
Right.
You heard that?
Yeah.
Man, it's going to stop. Because a short work will Yahuwah make up on the earth. Unless the days be shortened, no man shall be saved. It's all same stuff. Man, come on. And as Yahshar'al, Isaiah said before, except Yahuwah Sovereign has left us a seed. We have been as Sodom and been as Amorah or Gomorrah. What shall we say then? That the other people who followed not righteousness have obtained righteousness, even the righteousness which is of faith, of a belief. See there? Huh? They didn't follow it originally, but when they followed after, what is belief? Keeping the commandments, ain't it? We taught on that. So it ain't just, I trapped JC in my heart. I got him in there. I got that little bug. See? And I can do whatever I want.
Whatever I want.
Huh? That's what they say. I can do whatever I want. And it don't work like that. It is a belief system applied to obedience.
Right.
But Yahshar'al, which followed after the Torah of righteousness, has not attained to the Torah of righteousness. Why? Wherefore? Because they sought it not after by belief, but it as were by the works of the Torah. This is what he's saying. I didn't believe in being obedient.
Right.
I just felt because I'm Yaakov.
Right.
I just felt because I'm Yahshar'al by blood. Huh? I'm Yahshar'al.
Right.
I'm Yahshar'al.
Right.
Huh? That I'm going to make it in. Just by blood. By works. Huh? I'm the seed. I got to be in there automatically.
Right.
But it ain't by that. It's by the belief of walking it out. Let me show you why that is. When Abraham was getting the promise that his son, in his son, all nations shall be great. When he received the son, he didn't just sit back and say, oh, I ain't got to do nothing else. Right. Abraham, take your son, sacrifice him. Right. You already done promised it to me. Okay. I don't have to do that. See? I ain't got to do nothing. It's already, that's not how it works. You have to walk in obedience. He knew that he had to give up something. This was his mind. I got to give this back to Yah. Even if I pierce him, that's Hebrews 11. It says, even if he would have stabbed him, he trusted that Yahu would raise him from the dead. I'm not going to keep him for myself. I know that he's telling me to sow a seed for a promise. My firstborn. Huh? It's all a shadow of things to come.
That's right. You see the mockery of Hashatan?
Yep.
In the industry where they try to sacrifice children for the promise?
See that?
Whatever they, wealthy. Yeah.
Blood sacrifice. It's still happening, man. This stuff is not, man, it's not far removed from us. For they stumbled at the stumbling stone, as it is written, behold, I lay in where? Zion. A stumbling stone, a rock of offense. And whoever believes on him, that stone, that's the same stone that's hewn out the mount in Daniel and hit the bottom of a what? Statue of all what? Nations. You can't get out of it. It's a statue of all nations. The fourth kingdom is Rome. We'll talk about how they are part of Esau because of their wickedness and because of what was done. We're going to cover all that. But he said he lays in Zion a stumbling block first. Why? Because it must first begin at the house of Yahu. A rock of offense. See what I'm saying? If you ain't putting these precepts together, what you reading for? If you just found one part and he red, you know red. White folks get red when they sweat. They get all hot. They get red. Read. He was red. You see the white man when y'all done working? He red. Red face. Read. That's what they do. You ain't got no precept for nothing. Huh?
So in here it says the stumbling block is in Yahshar'al first. So in the last days he said he was going to judge Yahshar'al first.
That's right.
So when Black City stuff started happening there and people keep asking why, he already done wrote it.
Yep. That's Yaakov's trouble. Yep. Us dying in these streets. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? The plagues of homosexuality and pedophilia. All this stuff. Huh? People dying in churches like crazy. That prophecy already had came forth. Huh? It's happened in Yaakov because it has to come first. Watch this. It's twofold. In Christianity, they don't believe in the Mashiach that's spoken of in this book because he said, if you love me, keep my commandments. Right. So watch this. They don't believe in that rock of offense or stumbling block. Then, when you become a Hebrew and you say that you don't believe in the Mashiach, you are again rejecting the rock of offense, stumbling block, that whosoever believes on him shall be found not ashamed. You get what I'm saying? Yes. Now watch this. How Hashatan is going to have these men standing on these platforms hollering at the white man. Huh? You know where I'm going. Hollering at the white man is going to be punished and stuff when they down there and feet are on their backs. Because we've been given the inheritance of all the wicked.
Right.
And they down there on their knees looking right at the very man that they mocked.
Boy.
Huh? They did not receive it because they didn't want to love the truth either.
Right.
Huh? It didn't say it's not going to happen to them. But you there too, because you done talk all this foolishness too. You looking right at him.
Right.
The one you mock. How much punishment is that? Huh? Let's look at this whole thing. That's bad business. Huh? If you teaching it like that, because see what they forget is when Yahusha son of Nun put his foot on the necks of 5 kings, he told them men to do it. Put your feet on the necks of these kings and string them up on a tree. Cursed is every man that hangs on a tree. Did it say what color the kings were? Didn't matter what color they were. They were wicked kings. Psalms 2. Why does the kingdoms have me in derision against me and my Messiah? Huh? Let us cut our bands away from them. It didn't say nothing about a color. It was talking about every kingdom on earth that does not subject to the kingdom of Yahu. No matter what that kingdom is, you are being influenced by it in some way. Huh? Don't go here. That's why Bush and Obama were related. They don't care about kingdoms. They care about bloodline. Huh? It don't matter about color to them. You get what I'm saying? They didn't see Barack Obama as a black man. They seen him and Bush as a bloodline. That's how he got in. They all bloodline. Everything on this earth is bloodlines. It's all about blood. We taught about that. It's blood. Everything you see is because there are facets of bloodlines. That's why, watch this. He says flesh and blood cannot inherit it. You have to shift from bloodlines to coming into the blood of Mashiach, which is spiritual. Go ahead.
Okay, you know how George W. Bush and Barack Obama is related? Is Donald Trump related to them as well?
Yeah, all bloodline. All bloodline. And we argue over that type stuff too. Like we got something to do with that. Go ahead.
They have a discussion in the news about, Prince Harry engaged to the girl when mother's black. But they didn't trace her bloodline black.
See that?
She's part of their bloodline.
So am I making this up? It's all bloodline. They don't care about black and white to them. You get what I'm saying? They all doing the thing of bloodline. It's all matter. All that matters to them if you fit the bloodline of Hashatan. Because that's what it is.
Basically, yeah.
That's why you hear people talk about reptilians and stuff. You think they crazy. But you need to look into that. They ain't just barking. It's bloodlines. Satan has a seed on the earth. It's not just the white man. See that?
See that?
Man, bro. So this part 1. We will touch on part 2. We're going to show you why Ashur had something to do with the choice and the choosing of Rachel and Leah in Yaakov's life. Everything has an effect. Man, it's going to talk about all this stuff. But this is the 2 nations in the womb. We cannot keep acting like it's a racial thing when it's wickedness and righteousness. We must line our lives up to this book and be saved. Huh? And if a person of another race comes to you for help, you better not reject that person. Because you better to cast a millstone around your neck and be thrown in the sea. If you injure one of the children that I've chosen. I ain't adding nothing. It's all booked there. Thank y'all for listening. For the Robert Facebook, I hope you got something from it. Shabbat shalom. Shalom. All Yahshar'al.